Hi there, this is Emmy and Courtney, and this is our homework 18 for Engineering 460. So basically for this problem, we were given a code in Appendix 8 of a random walk. The book that we're using uses Maple, and so our job is just to put that code, take that from the book and put it into MATLAB. And so we're sampling from a distribution with a mean of 0 and a standard deviation of 1. And so we have three different scenarios set up. We want to sample 500 variates starting with x naught equaling 4 and a equaling 0.5. And then part B, in that scenario, we're going to repeat that but change a to 3, and we'll graph the two to see the difference that makes. And I'll talk about that later. And then for part C, we're going to sample 100,000 variates and just basically show a histogram of it showing the distribution, and we'll produce a mean and a variance with that. So now that I'm in MATLAB, I can quickly show you my code. We basically are initializing our situation up here. We're putting in the for loop, we're generating a y and a random number, and we're gonna, we also have this alpha here, which this is based off the distribution that we're pulling from. And so if r is less than the alpha, we're gonna have y equal the new x, else it's just gonna be the same old x, and then we're plotting that. So I'll go ahead and run it here. So this is the plot for the first scenario, and as you can see, there's like a long burn-in time, and so it doesn't really generate this too well because there's a small step length in it. So changing it in part B to a equaling 3, we'll see the difference in those two plots. As we can see here, it's much more improved in those the step length and the state space. In both of those regards, the situation looks a lot better. And this shows both of those are similar to the plots that we saw in the back of the book. But we can see that those variates are frequently rejected, which is what these like flat horizontal lines are doing, is that it's just showing that there's no change in the variate from one to the next. So lastly, in the third one where it's asking us to have the same x naught, keeping a at 3, and we're having 100,000 variates now, we'll run that, and we are getting a histogram to show just kind of like what all of those look like, and they it centers with our mean at 0, and as you can see here, our standard deviation is just about 1. So looking at all of these now, just side by side, we can see the difference in these two and kind of what that step length really, like how that makes a difference. And whenever we have this like long burn-in period, we kind of just want to disregard those, which is what we did in this one right here. So that is our homework for homework 18. Thank you so much for watching.